Tonight, 10 on Your Side asks the tough questions.
Thousands of people have the same problem with their cars, and they want something done about it. Now, chances are you've seen this around Hampton roads, SUVs with cracked rear panels. Now, the cracks appear on Fords, Lincolns, Mercurys, all from 2002 to 2005.
But when the owners do try to get the cracks fixed for free, they get turned down flat. 10 on Your Side's Melanie Woodrow looks into what it takes to get these cracks fixed and why there's no nationwide recall. Melanie.
Alveda and Tom, Ford Explorers are so popular that even Wavy News 10 has the SUVs in our fleet. This is what one of those rear panels is supposed to look like when it's in pretty good shape. But take a look at what can happen, these cracks. We were wondering if these potential defects revealed a crack in the system.
If you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything.
Patricia Kaysen is taking a stand when it comes to her 2003 Ford Explorer.
This was my retirement vehicle, you know, and I like this vehicle.
The purchase was pricey 8 years ago, and Kaysen says it should still hold its value.
This crack I've seen in several cars driving down the road. I've gone to Ford and asked them to repair it. They're telling me there's no recall on this.
Kaysen wants Ford to do something to fix it. Kaysen took these pictures of other Ford cracked rear tailgates she's seen around Hampton roads. Had Kaysen spotted Bruce Pietropalo's Ford on the road, she could have taken a picture of his too. He reached out to Ford Motor Company after discovering this crack in his 2003 Ford a year and a half ago.
And they said they're not covering it because they don't have that many complaints. And I find that hard to believe when they're all over.
Every time Pietropalo sees a cracked Ford, he puts one of these flyers on the windshield.
Attention Ford Explorer owners,
asking drivers to call Ford Motor Company.
if they get enough complaints, they may issue a recall and the repair cost won't have to come out of our own pockets.
The problem is so common when customers inquire about the fix. This is what the dealerships see. 10 on Your Side obtained this Technical Service Bulletin, or TSB for short. Ford put this out to advise technicians how to fix the problem. TSBs are not an admission of a defect, but rather a suggested repair for a problem customers often have.
And I still respect Ford, and I'll still buy Fords. It's just one of these items that I think they should stand behind because there's too many out there. It's not like it's an isolated incident.
Pietropalo is not just a customer. He's a former Ford assembly plant employee.
34 years.
So even their employees and former employees aren't immune to this problem?
Evidently not.
10 on Your Side found hundreds of posts on the internet of owners looking for answers. So I called the people who are in charge of recalls at the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. They refused to do a taped interview, but did tell me that the agency reviews complaints and launches investigations if it believes a safety risk exists. It is currently not investigating this issue. That doesn't sit well with Dave Pierce. His 2002 Ford Explorer tailgate cracked while he was driving.
I was driving down the interstate, I heard a pop and didn't know what it was, and my light came on that the lift gate was ajar.
Pierce was able to safely pull over, but was disappointed to discover this crack.
I mean, that could cause me to possibly not buy another Ford, because I've tried to keep it nice. It's got over 150,000 miles on it.
Pierce's Ford is 9 years old. Pietropalo's and Kaysen's are 8 years old. All are out of warranty. Still, all three customers say Ford Motor Company should fix the $400 to $500 problem.
I don't really feel that it's the duration of the time that I've had the truck, because I've seen so many others with the same problem.
Virginia Ford owners might have the option of joining a class action lawsuit filed in California at a later time. Kaysen says she'll keep fighting.
I choose not to fall. I choose to stand on this matter and make sure that Ford stands on their promise.
So we read through this multiple-page class action lawsuit that was filed against Ford in California. The lawyers are basically saying that Ford knew about this defect and that it not only drives down the value of the vehicle, but that it also leads to potential safety hazards. You know, since promotion started airing for this piece, I've heard from several Ford owners, both by email and phone, a lot of folks in this area wanting in on this class action lawsuit. I reached out to the lawyers. They say right now they're not accepting any more plaintiffs, but that they could be in the future. Here in Virginia, customers, unfortunately, are not able to file a class action lawsuit. Tom?
Now, Melanie, you said most warranties last for 3 years. Now, are there extended warranties available that maybe could have covered this crack?
Of course, for any vehicle, you can opt for an extended warranty. Most of them cost between $1,000 and $5,000. So if a driver were to get an extended warranty to potentially cover a crack in this vehicle specifically, it wouldn't necessarily be worth it since it costs about $400 to $500 to repair.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. Melanie Woodrow reporting live. Interesting story.